Alright, with Solar 3.0 being the next subclass that is going to be reworked, I thought we'd take the time to look at some exotics that could potentially be good for Solar builds. We're going to start with the Titan first, and the first thing is the one I don't have, Loyally Splendor Helm. I think this would be a great exotic because just when you put down your barricade, it makes a sunspot. Sunspots are very good. This makes it even better with your sunspots healing you when you're in them. So I think this is very good, especially when you're critically wounded. It creates a sunspot at your location at a expense of full class ability energy. But again, I think it's very good. Second, not going to be very... I don't think this would be very good. There might be some insane fusion nades because we don't know how Solar 3.0 is going to really turn out. I thought I'd just throw these in here. Ashen Wake. Fusion nades will be exploding on impact and you gain increased throw speed. Final blows with these fusion nades grant grenade energy. I don't know how useful that will be. It could be good. Again, like I said, we don't know how Solar 3.0 is going to turn out. Another one to look at, Hollowfire Heart. This is probably the best one you can get. This is the equivalent of whatever one that I use. This is the equivalent of Heart of Inmost Light, but for Solar. So basically, it improves the recharge rate of all Solar abilities and greatly improves the recharge rate while your super is charged. This is going to be great for those endgame Nightfalls. It's going to be a solid pick in Crucible, most likely. This is probably the best bet to use as an exotic for Solar 3.0. Path of Burning Steps. I think this is going to be great. Solar Final Blows periodically grant you a bonus to weapon damage, and you're harder to slow and freeze with stasis. I think this would be very good in Crucible. It was good when it first came out in Crucible. I think it's going to be very good still, or even better. I don't know much of a use for this in PvE. This could be useful for the GMs where there are hobgoblins or something that has stasis in it just trying to freeze you, or the lost sectors. I think this would be very good. Phoenix Cradle could be good. It's your Sun Warrior, which is the buff you get when you go through a sunspot. You get that. It lasts twice as long, and your allies pass through it, and they also grant Sun Warrior. I forgot one more. Kepri's Horn could be actually very good. Solar kills recharge your barricade, which unleashes a blast of solar energy when summoned. This could be very good for Solar 3.0. It'd be good in Crucible for blocking off areas. It could be good for PvE just because solar damage kills will give you your barricade back, more cover. Very solid choice. Let's move on to the Hunter. With Hunter, straight off the bat, you want to get Celestial Nighthawk. I believe, if it's anything from what I remember, it should be 6 times the damage of a normal 3 shots. So it would be, you get what I mean. One shot does 6 times the damage of a normal shot. Enough said about that. It's always solid for damage. Shards of Galanor. Shards of Galanor was great on release, then they nerfed them. I'm hoping with Solar 3.0 they become good again because I love these things. They give you up to, I believe, a quarter or maybe a fourth. That's the same thing. I meant a third. They give you up to about a third of your super energy back on hits and kills with Blade Barrage. And I love these things when they came out. So I really hope these become useful again. Definitely grab yourself a pair just in case. Arthur's Embrace is great for throwing knives. If you love throwing knives, this is definitely it. Your weighted knife gives a second bounce. And if you get rapid precision hits with your weapons, your weighted knife does a significant amount of damage. Also, just because it wasn't enough, They decided to give it unstoppable weighted knife. You can use it against unstoppable champions to stun them. I think that's really cool. I think this would definitely be used more in the lost sectors and GMs now because of just adding that unstoppable built-in buff to it. I definitely think this would be good. Obviously, I really don't need to say much about this because this has always been good. But Worm Husk, you dodge, you get a little bit of health and shield. That's that. Ophidia Spaith can also be good because you get 2 knives. Nothing else, just 2 knives. But again, we don't know how good Solar 3.0 would be. If Solar 3.0 gives the knives a little more something to them, this could be great as an exotic. Last but not least, I'm throwing these in here specifically just to help you get your super faster. You pick up an orb, it gives you a lot more than a normal orb would when wearing these. Also, if done correctly, you actually may be able to do more damage with these than with Celestial. It's a lot harder to get that to proc the extra damage. So again, I would be using these just to get the super faster. And if you like Bombardiers just because you think you want to meme around in Crucible, you can make these very effective. With the Solar subclass, it's going to burn targets if the little bomb hits them, explodes behind them. So it could be very good. And I don't see enough of them. Maybe we will with Solar 3.0. On to the Warlock. I definitely don't play Warlock enough, and I really want to. Stag is great for the neutral game. Rift provides damage reduction to ally guardians and yourself standing in it. And when you die, it creates a healing rift on your corpse. Good for passive game. Apotheosis Veil could be good. Immediately regenerate health, melee, grenade, and rift energy when you pop your super. Class allies recharge abilities faster for a short period of time. Great if you want to run Dawnblade. This will be very good. I'm very excited. I definitely predict that a lot more of these will pop out when Solar 3.0 happens, because Dawnblade itself is a very good subclass, or my bad, super. It's a very good super, so I definitely think more of these will pop up when Solar 3.0 drops. Sun Bracers, not much use for them, but they are solar related, so I'm going to throw them in here. Increases the duration of solar grenades. Solar melee kills grant unlimited solar grenade energy for a brief time. Okay, that second part I did not know. Second part I did not know. That actually makes these pretty good. Solar melee kills grant unlimited solar nade energy. If you have to be using the solar nade specifically, though. These are great for crowd control now that I'm looking at them. They're great for crowd control, and I think it can be useful in the Solar 3.0. You have Claws of Ahimkara. You can gain an additional melee charge, and again, if the melee charge, whatever it is, can be very good. I mean, if they keep Celestial Fire, it could be another Celestial Fire. If they give us another melee charge, that's equally as good. You have 2 of those. This would be great for Crucible. I don't know where I would apply this for PvE so much, but this would be great for Crucible. The Wings of Sacred Dawn. Don't know where I would use this, honestly, unless I'm memeing around. But again, solar related, so I'm throwing it in here. When Dawnblade's equipped, aiming your weapons in midair suspends you there for a short time. Basically, it lets you can scout out a little bit where people are in the area, where enemies are. If you're using Crucible, you can see where the enemies are. Improving airborne accuracy too, and reducing incoming flinch. So you can use this with like heat rises if that stays, or whatever they add next. It sounds like it would be very good. Starfire Protocol, because I can speak English clearly. They just give you another extra fusion nade, similar to the Ashen Wake, but it seems like these do a little bit more. These give you an extra fusion aid and recharge from empowered weapon damage. Fusion kills grant rift energy. So you can just be spamming these all around everywhere you want to go. And then you get your rift. This could be pretty good if used correctly, I think. Takedowns with weapons that have a damage type, matching subclass element, grants you super energy. Now this is not solar exclusive, but it seems like this would be very good for solar, because what we've seen, solar 3.0 looks pretty good with the melee, the nade, and getting your super fast looks very good. Temporary bonus weapon damage of the type matching your element, so if you're on solar, you have extra solar damage. This seems very good. And one that I'm excited for, that I'm also trying to get on my Warlock, Prometheum Spur, right? Prometheum Spur puts a healing and empowering rift at the location of a enemy that dies to your Dawnblade. And when you're standing in that rift that was created by the killed teammate, your solar weapon final blows grant rift energy. Now, when your rift energy is full, the final blows consume your rift energy, but it puts the two rifts together. This could be very good. I'm trying to get one on my Warlock because I do plan on using this a lot. Again, this seems like it could be very good in both PvE and PvP, so I definitely recommend you trying to get this. I can't believe I almost forgot this. Phoenix Protocol. Kills and assists you make while standing in your well of radiance return super energy. You can actually get this to fill up just about your entire super to have a bunch of wells in PvE. Not in Crucible, unfortunately. That would be broken, we know this. But in PvE, especially in raids where you have to do a bunch of ag clear, this can be very good because you can have multiple wells back to back ready to go. Very solid. This is probably one of the best PvE exotics to use, so definitely try to get this. And I believe that's it for the exotics on what you want for Solar 3.0. Please ignore my Titan. It's ugly, I know. But I'm excited for the next season. I know a bunch of you guys are too. And let me know what else I can do, what you want to see on this channel, and let me know how I can help. I'm always down. I stream often. I'll be streaming the season tomorrow when it drops, and let me know how it goes. And like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.